My full-time job for the last 28 years, I do information technology at the University of Washington.
I work at the University of Washington. I run the copy and print production at the university.
I'm a programmer at a local large software company.
I'm a computer programmer. You'll find us thick on the ground here in Seattle, and evidently we have nothing else to do but start breweries.
You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you.
When I saw what you could do with a tap room and open up like a friendly neighborhood joint, suddenly I became much more interested in opening a brewery. And so we like to say a lot of late night conversations eventually got out of hand, and 4 or 5 years later, here we are.
We knew we wanted a location that was going to be a neighborhood place, not a warehouse brewery in an industrial park.
I like to say that, our beer has never been bad, but there were definitely room for improvement on day one.
And initially we were going to have Kenneth and Ty brew the beer, but we were looking at our financial plan and decided it made more sense for the beer to be tasty. And that's why we hired Phil.
My name is Phil Pescick. I'm the head brewer at Burke, Gilman Brewing, and I love everything about hops. Experimental hops, double IPAs. I want to push the envelope in brewing. I've kind of visualized this as a half of a bell curve, where down at the third or fourth standard deviation where it's just
whenever
really,
you talk beer with Phil, the first couple of minutes you're talking with Phil, and then after that you're being talked to by Phil. You can hear him break down in his mind an idea for a beer, talking the entire time. You might as well not be in the room.
The level and depth of research that he does, the level of data that he goes into, he's an amazing brewer to learn from. So even with the amount of experience I have, I always have my ears open to him because he's a great person to work with.
There was a time when Phil was a little bit afraid to let me catch him reading a book. And I think at some point I realized, oh, you didn't realize this is what I want you to do. And he realized this is actually what you want me to do. You want me to sit for 10 hours a week and read books and study and learn from other brewers, even if that means we don't make quite as much beer. No, we're for Phil. There you go. Sorry, man.
Apotheosis is kind of like playing on the word apotheosis, which is kind of like the highest culminating peak level that the hops can rise to.
How good is it? It's my favorite beer we make. Fruity, but doesn't have fruit in it. It's sweet, but not like a sweet, cloying beer. It's got an amazing aroma.
Now having won JBF Gold and then Alpha King, those are total Hail Mary beers, and now we're brewing those beers just once a month. Professionally, it's amazing. Personally, it's unbelievably humbling for me that after all those years that my beer is at that level now. Winning these awards has really allowed us to up our game.